Imagine you're God with a fast-forward button. Don't answer. I already know you'd skip taxes, traffic, and awkward small talk about politics. Fine. Let's press play. Fast forward. Earth spins like someone fired the timekeeper. Continents waltz. Glaciers march in and out. Dinosaurs vanish. Mammoths follow. And a few trendy civilizations come and go. No filler. Just high-speed extinctions, mega-continents, and natural alien delivery guys. One of them still owes me a quantum espresso. 1 million years ago, Homo erectus walks the earth upright, curious and perpetually cold. Glaciers roll in like uninvited guests, freeze the party, then melt away. The continents keep drifting, as if trying to avoid each other. Life is mostly trial and error. Migration, extinction, migration again. Someone stumbles onto fire, probably trying to eat a rock. Suddenly, warmth, cooked meat, burned fingers, progress. Then comes Homo sapiens, that's us around 300,000 years ago. Smaller jaws, bigger brains, and an ego that only gets worse. We draw animals on cave walls and start believing we're special. Fast forward a bit more. 10,000 years ago, we invent agriculture, the beginning of sitting down and complaining full time. No more chasing mammoths, just wheat, goats, and questionable hygiene. 5,000 years ago, we invent writing, mostly to count goats, argue over land, and record the first known passive-aggressive letters. From fire to farming, from grunts to gossip, humanity is officially on the grid, and it's only just warming up. The last 100 years, electricity, the atom, space, travel, the internet. We go from lighting fires to splitting atoms and somehow still burn things by accident. We launch rockets, land on the moon, and then use that same technology to microwave frozen burritos. Impressive. Suddenly, we're everywhere. We reshape rivers, level forests, and drill into the planet like it owes us money. We've become a geological force like volcanoes, but with Wi-Fi. Then comes artificial intelligence. Machines that learn, adapt, and occasionally write bad poetry. Quantum computers join the party solving problems before we even finish asking the question. Meanwhile, the climate changes. Fast. Ice melts, oceans rise, and weather gets moody. We think we're in control, but looking at the mess, you have to wonder, are we a spark of genius? Or just the fuse? Let's jump ahead. 1,000 years, 10,000, 100,000. Humans? Maybe still around. Maybe upgraded, merged with machines, or uploaded to the cloud assuming the subscription fee hasn't gone up. Or maybe we're gone, replaced by something post-human. AI civilizations humming quietly in server farms the size of continents. They don't sleep, they don't age, and they definitely don't argue over parking spaces. Meanwhile, Earth keeps spinning. Continents drift back together, forming the next supercontinent, Pangea Ultima. Nature loves reruns. Our monuments crumble. Our cities vanish. Our language? Forgotten. And yet, nuclear waste is still glowing in some abandoned corner of the planet, politely reminding the cockroaches we were here. The last trace of us? A golden disk on a spacecraft drifting through interstellar space. A mixtape for aliens who'll probably have no idea what a Chuck Berry is. Maybe we'll be remembered. Maybe not. Maybe we were just a brief glitch in the simulation. A cosmic typo. A short-lived bug in the universe. 1 million years from now, if you're looking for humans, good luck. We've either vanished, like smoke blown away by some cosmic breeze, or we've transformed into something so alien, even our own DNA wouldn't recognize us. Maybe we're no longer flesh and bone, but code digital ghosts drifting in endless virtual realms, uploading consciousness to servers orbiting distant stars, spending eternity debating which version of reality is real. Or maybe we never made it that far. Maybe we burned out fast, too clever to stop, too short-sighted to survive. Meanwhile, Earth? She's been busy rewriting her own story. The continents, like old friends who lost touch, drift apart and then slam back together, forming a new supercontinent, Pangea Ultima. The climate swings wildly, like a diva on a bad day. Ice ages, heat waves, storms that rewrite coastlines. The oceans rise and fall, swallowing cities we'll never visit, while mountains grow tall and proud, then crumble into dust and silence. Our civilization, all the skyscrapers, the highways, the sprawling cities lit up like constellations, has faded into myths, buried under layers of time and dirt, reduced to fossils and fragments, like a forgotten dream no one remembers waking from. But life? Life kept going. Evolution didn't stop to wait for us to catch up. New creatures emerged, strange, wonderful, terrifying. Maybe some of them look up at the stars and wonder if they're alone in the vastness, just like we once did, just like we always do. Or maybe there's only silence. No minds left to wonder, no voices left to question, just the slow, steady rhythm of a planet turning in an indifferent universe. The cosmos? It doesn't care. It never did. And somewhere out there in the cold darkness between the stars, a tiny golden record spins silently on a lonely spacecraft, carrying a message we sent, a mixtape of who we were, waiting for someone, anyone, to press play. Back on Earth, beneath layers of dust and memory, a forgotten router blinks its last light. The signal pulses faintly. Wi-Fi still not connected. Maybe that's the punchline. Maybe that's all we were. A brief glitch in the cosmic software. A flicker of curiosity in the vast dark. A short-lived bug in the universe. What if this entire saga, the rise and fall of civilizations, the million years compressed into minutes, is nothing more than the opening chapter of a far larger story? What if time is less a line and more a loop, repeating its cruel, beautiful dance across eons we can barely grasp? Time doesn't wait. It doesn't ask if we're ready, if we're worthy, or if we even care. It moves forward with brutal indifference, watching stars ignite and collapse, worlds form and shatter, life struggle and sometimes flourish. Maybe we're the universe's greatest experiment, a fleeting spark of chaos, brilliance, and stubborn hope, destined to flicker and fade, only to be born again in some other shape, some other form, somewhere far beyond the reach of our understanding. Or maybe we're stuck on a loop, repeating the same mistakes, chasing progress only to crash into the same walls, over and over, until even the cosmos tires of the rerun. But here's the real question. If the universe presses rewind and hits play again, will we be ready? Will humanity evolve beyond its flaws? Or will history just be a story told by stars to themselves? As a distant star collapses in a supernova, exploding in a final, dazzling blaze of glory, remember this: the end is never really the end. It's a challenge, a cosmic dare to rise again, smarter, stronger, and more aware. So if you're still watching, still listening, still questioning, you're part of the story too. And if you want to dive deeper into the mysteries of time, space, and what it really means to be human, subscribe now. Because the future is unwritten, and the next chapter, well, it's up to us.